Here's a quick tutorial on how to create Schoology grading groups. Your first thing that you're going to do is find the course that you would like to create the Schoology grading group within. And once you get there, you're going to come over to the left-hand side and click on Members. This is where you will be able to organize your members right into grading groups. And you can organize them however you want, randomly, by ability. The world is your oyster. So you can click Add Grading Group in that dotted box. And so perhaps I want to make 3 grading groups. Maybe they're my reading groups or level groups. Maybe I'm going to call them, the first group is going to be the red group. I'm going to choose my students who are going to be a part of that red group. I'm going to create that group. Next, I'm going to create another grading group. This will be my blue grading group. Tanya was already in my red group, so now I'm getting my blue group put together. And then finally, I'll create my orange group. And then what I'm going to do next is the following. I'm going to go into my materials, and I have all of my assignments laid out right here of exactly what I want to assign. I can assign pages and I can assign assignments. I can also assign tests. So if I want to assign a page to each different group, I'm going to create 3 of the pages, copy them. I'm going to come in and I'm going to assign this first page. This page is all about invisibility, and I want my red group to work on being invisible. And once I do that, I'll hit Save Change. In my next page that I'm going to assign for flying, I'm going to click over here, Individually Assign, and I would like to have my blue group work on flying. I'm going to click Assign to Blue Group, Save Changes. And then my last assignment is going to go to my orange group. I come in, click Edit, come on down to Individually Assign, and I'm going to assign this to my orange group. Once I do that, I am now all set. All of my students who are in each group have been assigned a different assignment. Only the red group gets to see what the red group's working on. Only the orange group gets to see what the orange group's working on, so forth and so on. I could do the very same for these 3 assignments right here by just clicking Edit, going in and assigning. When it comes to test time, one great thing that you can do is you can create 2 versions of your test. One, which is just a completely normal version of your test. The other, you can add your voice to. When you add your voice to it, this is for your students who need a reading accommodation. Perhaps they have the accommodation on the state test that they are allowed to have the questions read to them. If this is the case, you're going to come back into your members button. And once more, you're going to create a group by clicking Add Grading Group of your students who need to be read to and your students who don't need to be read to. You want to have 2 separate groups. So I've already created my read to group. These are all my students perhaps that have that accommodation. And then the no read group is everybody who is left over. I want to make sure that I make both of those groups, because when I come into my materials once more, I'm going to assign my completely plain version of my test to my no read group. And then my star version here that has my voice attached to it is going to be assigned to my read group. And then finally, if I want to just, we've taken the quiz and some students didn't quite master the content, I can send them individual assignments to help bolster their understanding. If I click in here, I can send this to any student who might need that extra help, and only they will be able to see this um, on their screen. So let's take a look at what Ago's screen looks like at this moment. So right now, if I go into this blue folder, which I've been working on, he sees just one superpower assignment. He's seeing all of these assignments because I didn't individually assign them yet. He sees just the Read to Me quiz, and he sees the video essay quiz. So the video essay that will help him understand maybe any questions that he got wrong. If I were to look in another person's view, they are going to see a different superpower, perhaps, maybe a quiz that is not going to read to them, and they would not have this video on their screen. So that is how you make grading groups.